All right. Welcome to the Mind Sip. And you can't have a mind sip without having a real sip, right? Mm. I have a special guest today, you guys. I'm so excited. It's my daughter, all the way from Costa Rica. She'll tell you a little bit more about where she is. But this is, I know her as my baby Chris, but this is Cos. Most of you out there know her as Cosmic. Welcome to the show, Cosmic.
Yes, thank you, Mom. I am so honored to be a part of this. Dr. Val in this mindset is beautiful. I'm in Costa Rica and we're connecting all the way from the other side of the world. So let's give thanks for that and this blessing to be able to do that. This can lead us into the conversation of support, technical support. This is great and I'm so grateful for it. So, what's up, Dr. Val? Let's talk. I'm here to sip. I got my coconut. What's the tea for today?
Well, I just want to, I want to thank God for allowing us to be able to connect, to say across the world there. So I want to start every show and it just my blessings just are overflowing. So it's so good to see you. Now, we're going to talk a little bit and I just want you all to know there's a little bit of a delay there. This is what happens, it's a bit of a delay. So bear with us here. But we're going to talk a bit about support. Let's talk about support because that's so important. And as you can imagine, having a daughter that is across the world, support is so important. But it's not just those. It's not just family support. Support just comes from all over, and family is who you determine or who you choose to let in as your family. So that's going to be one of the topics of our conversation. But love comes with that support. So that's what we're going to dive into today. Kaz, do I have to call you Kaz or can I call you Chris?
Yes.
Can I call you Chris?
You can call me Cosmic.
Cosmic.
Let's
All
go
right.
with Cosmic.
Oh, okay, Cosmic. Then that's what I'll go with. Okay. And that leads us right into support, right? If you want me to call you Cosmic, then there you have it. This is who we have. This is
Yes.
who we have here. We have Cosmic with us. So appreciative. Cosmic, we're talking about support. Uh, and you being in a land or being elsewhere, but we could even go before then. What kind of support are you currently getting and receiving? And just from the universe, you can get into specifics, but just from the universe, what kind of support do you have?
An abundant, overflowing amount of love. Like you were saying, support and love is truly the same thing. And from the universe, I have an unlimited knowing of trust and faith. No matter what's going on, I'm always provided for and well taken care of. And that grander picture of that type of support from source, from God, is what allows the details of day to day to go as equally supportive and attracting that type of support because I understand where it truly stems from, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I give thanks for that always to God and the creator of it all because that's the true foundation of support. And without that, we can't build, any further. So,
Absolutely.
yes.
uh, Cosmic, do us a favor here. Tell us where you are and what you're doing there in Costa Rica, so far away from me.
Okay. And I am not so far away from you. I am right here in your heart as always. But yes, physically, I'm in Costa Rica. I'm in the jungles of Costa Rica, as you can see. I have started I guess you can call it a business. I would like to say more of a movement, more of a lifestyle. It's named the Holy Haven, holy being everything that is, the goodness of God, and the haven being a safe space. When I initially moved to Costa Rica, it was not meant to, I didn't have any intention of sharing it. It was just meant for myself. I was looking for a place that I felt was sustainable for myself, a place where I could be peaceful, and the support of nature helped me to become supportive for others. So I host retreats. I allow people to come into my space I act as a bridgeway for people who want to, dive their feet into nature, but maybe they want someone to show them like around and things like that. And I also cook for people. I'm a vegan, and I also do vegan recipes and all of that goodness for the people that come through and just giving them ultimate support. The goal when they come is for them to relax for 2 weeks and to not have to worry about the stresses of life, cleaning, cooking, or doing anything, just being completely supported and elevated up by source and myself being that physical vessel. And that's what I truly do. It's an integration into a new life.
Wow. Wow. Blessings to you. Absolute blessings to you. And I have heard from so many people who have gone there and actually received or experienced what it is that you are guiding them through and just come out of it different people. So, and I just want to say for myself as well, I've been there a few times and it's nothing like being in the jungle, y'all. Okay. It's nothing like it, coming from Wi-Fi and pick up a phone or send a quick text, and all of a sudden you're in the jungle, whereas you don't have Wi-Fi necessarily, and you're going on hikes and you're listening to the birds and the animals, and you're seeing these animals, and you see fruit on the trees, and you're not going to the grocery store, you're actually reaching up, getting a banana, so it's nothing like it, but it puts you in a mind space. It gives you that mind sip. The only thing is that you're not taking a sip when you're in the jungle. You're actually taking a big old gulp, and it's a big gulp that's good for your soul. So I just really recommend it. People just need to get away. You do it your way, but you just need to get away and clear your mind, clear your head. How can you be supported if you don't really know what it is that you need? You don't know where you stand. So if you can, Cosmic, just tell me a little bit about why you left here and went there, because that could be confusing for some people. Were you running away?
No, not at all, actually. And in fact, I really had to make sure that I was not, because wherever you go, there you are. If there's something that I'm running from there, I was only gonna face it here. You can't ever leave yourself. But just physically for my environment, I didn't feel as free as I do here. In America, we have just a lot of restrictions every corner that we turn, and here it's just different. Like for example, I was renting at Atlanta, Georgia before I moved. And I was ready to, maybe get like a house, get bigger space, something with a yard, like a garden, as everyone yarns for, expansion. And as I started to look into that, I realized that I didn't have the money to afford even the cheapest house in the most impoverished neighborhoods in America. I didn't have that. I would have to mortgage it. I would have to loan it. And then on top of that, it would be property taxes every year. So I would never truly be able to own it. And that honestly stemmed me to look elsewhere. And I started taking vacations and seeing things outside of America. And I just saw sunny days and lots of peace and tranquility when I went to these places. People didn't have the like go rush energy that a lot of people in the cities have, in that urbanized environment that we must be doing and doing to be like successful and things like that. It was just like another vibe of just relaxation and allowing spirit to enter through that relaxation. And I could feel that before I could articulate it. And then as I started to research more and more, I started going down the rabbit hole of the water and the air and all of these things that could mean something or could mean nothing at all, because nothing can ever truly harm us. Let's make that be known that we're always protected and we're safe no matter where we are. But for me, I just wanted to experience more of source. Like, where's my water coming from? I know it comes out of my faucet, but I would like to see it coming from the waterfalls, and I couldn't find that where I was. So I had to come experience it, and once I experienced it, I fell in love, just like anything we fall in love with. And I mean, the heart, it just doesn't lie. And it's like, I wouldn't be comfortable anywhere else. Like this home makes me feel good. It makes me feel alive. And, I can't even say that it comes with sacrifices, because I've been able to bring you here. I've been able to bring my family and give new experiences to so many people. So, you
Yeah.
know, yeah, like I do want to physically be there with you and touch you and things like that, but it's greater than us. You know, everything that we're doing, this conversation right now, like it's touching the souls of so many people is much greater. We're just the vessels, you know? And that's the acceptance of like just our human stories,
Mhm.
following our heart.
That is so true. So true. Let me just dive into a bit about how many people, how you are helping people, not how many, but just how you're helping people. Can you tell us a little bit about the love and the support that you are sharing, and how people from all over the world are coming to experience the Holy Haven? Holy Haven, y'all, I'm telling you, it's straight up Holy Haven. People are coming all over the world to experience this. So can you just dive into how you are supporting those people who are coming to visit and to say to experience, but how some of them are even staying and making this their life journey
Hmm.
as well.
Yes, through strengthening myself and focusing on self, I was able to extend that. And when people come and they stay with us, we allow them to just become us, to live in our lifestyle, to go with our flow. And if it resonates and it feels good, a lot of people choose it. They fall in love with the environment, with the lifestyle. And literally, maybe 8 of our last guests have moved here. Like 8 people that just came to visit have actually moved, not just to Costa Rica, but like this area that I live in. And it's great to see. When I first got here, it was just me. I was like the sore thumb, and now it's like all these hands, everywhere, and these young people and 20-year-olds, they're buying land, 5 acres of land, they're building their own structures, they're drawing houses and just making it happen,
Yeah,
with
yeah,
with not much of this,
yeah,
not much of this, more of this, more of the heart, and more of
yeah,
like I can do it. I believe it, and I'm seeing it manifest. And wow, and that's the only support I do is just to create a loving space for people to be who they are already. You know, I'm nothing more than that.
yeah.
To allow you to, hey, here's some hands, some loving hands. Come, just be safe, relax, be you, and you can figure the rest out from there. That support. That's all God does. That's that free will. He doesn't tell us which way to go. It
Right.
allows us to be us.
So I'm just beaming over here with pride, right? Just absolutely beaming with pride. You are my heart, and saying and giving to you, and just watching you blossom, and watching you spread the love, and just to give what you have, what God has given you, to give that to others. It's just a beautiful thing, and I just love you so much and love what you are doing. And I'm just absolutely appreciative. I just so appreciate the fact that you could be anywhere, you could do anything, you're well educated, and you have followed your path, your passion and your path. And can anybody else decide what your path is? So I just admire that in you, of making your choices and sticking with it.
Thank you.
Mhm. I do have a
I was raised well.
Oh, thank you, thank you, babe. Thank you, babe. I do have a question for you, though. Uh, just I'm just speaking purely of love, and love from the heart, and the love that you share with others. We talk about energy, and you and I talk a lot about the universe, and getting that energy and that light, and that love, and feeling cherished, and just spreading it. What makes it? I mean, I'm sure you have tough days as well, like all of us. You have to have some tough days, or days that I don't really want to say tough, but days that aren't as sunshiny as you would like for it to be. What gets you through? What actually guides you to a place of safety and happiness when your days aren't so bright?
If I can be completely honest, it's the knowledge. It's the remembrance that it's a choice for my day to be bright or for it not to be bright. like heaven and hell being the mindset. It literally being no matter what's happening, I have the ability to respond to it however I wish to respond. I can catch a flat tire when I had an appointment. I could be all fluttered and feeling like, oh man, and my world's just, and nothing's gonna go right because that's the frequency that I'm emitting. Or I can say, okay, this is the situation. Let me, take a breath and let me just know that source is on his way. God is right here next to me, and here's someone to help me, or here's a ride to take me where I need to be, or maybe the meeting I was needed to be at is starting late. It's like time is always working with us, and that's literally how I get through tough days. Is remembering that they don't have to be tough. Remembering that that's a limitation that we put on our mind, and that it truly is a choice. But
Wow.
don't get me wrong. Like you said, we're all human. We all go through tough days. The entire planet is shifting, and we feel those shifts, energy shifts. And yes, it gets heavy. I have times when, I cry. I have times when I laugh, and it's okay. Those are human emotions. But who we are at the core, remembering that we are loved, remembering that we are safe, and we are protected. The true knowledge and holding those jewels and not forgetting them when the turbulence comes. And that's how I get through it. But to get to that point, all kinds of things. You can yoga, you can meditate, you can take a walk, you can listen to your favorite song, you can dance, you can do whatever to get out of your mind to feel better. You can eat your favorite food, you can talk to your mom, you
Mhm.
can hug your friends, you can do anything that makes you feel good.
Wow, that is so beautiful and that's so true. I have always been a person of music because I truly believe that music soothes your soul. So from the very beginning of my life that I can remember, music has been a huge part of it. From my mom and dad to my family as well. So and even now, when things aren't quite right or I need to go into a different headspace and to take that mind sip and just to get a little something in me, I crank the music up, all kinds of music. I tell you, I go for it all. And you know, I
Mm-hmm.
I love it all, but it really soothes my soul and gets me in the proper space. A lot of times I'm just always thinking, and as I'm praying for my children and praying for the world and my family and my friends, it's just like prayer. Don't forget yourself. Don't forget yourself. And I always have to tell myself that because I'm praying for everybody else. And it's like, wait a minute, did I say something? Did I say something about me? I need
Mm-hmm.
prayer too, and who, if I'm asking for everybody else, so I just want to say, don't forget yourself. But we're going to have further discussions. I so appreciate you being here and just taking time out to talk to me. But we are going to have further discussions. I want to talk about this mind thing. This mind thing. I mean, it can take you places where you don't want to go, or it can take you places where you just can't wait to
Mm-hmm.
get to. So, we need to talk a little bit further and we need to let the people know things that we talk about. It's a mindset. But like I say, if you
Yeah.
need to take a gulp, then you gulp it on down, baby. You gulp it down. It's a mindset. Any parting words? Any parting words for us?
I just want to say thank you so much, and I'm honored. Thank you for allowing me to take a sip of your beautiful mind. I am very blessed.
May God continue to protect you. May He continue to cover you. And may you just continue to follow His lead and stay on the path in which you have been given. I'm so, so very proud of you. So very proud of you. I love you and I will talk to you soon. Thank you for being with us, babe.
I love you.